think we are ready. Right, hopefully sound's working, hopefully everything's working, hopefully camera's working. Alright. Oh, just had a nightmare. Just had to re-rig everything in the old Ugg cave. And it's really hot as well, and I had to like get a fan. Actually powered up because I suddenly realised I didn't have a fan. So set you to focus. Awesome. So here we are. Hot sunny day in theme park Britain. Hopefully I'm not going to brawl. Hopefully my neighbours aren't going to make too much noise because I've got the windows open. I've got my coffee. I've got my models. Everyone hasn't seen the stream before, it's Ugg here, by the way. Totally balked my intro. I've also got my fancy new super duper vacuum flask of coolness, which is full of cold water. Oh, that's good. Apparently this flask keeps water cool for 12 hours, which is nice. On a day such as this. I hope that's the music that's making the annoying beeping alarm sound, or I'm having some sort of stroke and I'm hearing beeps in the night. But, right, I guess we should probably get on and do some painting. Oh dear. Yeah, just pretend that's paint. Right. So we're painting a halfling today from the Talisman box. Going for the art, as is traditional. It's kind of a bit vague. It's going to be yellow and green. I don't know if he's actually wearing gloves in the picture, in the model. No, he's not wearing, so the picture is not accurate to the little model. But what I'll do is I'll do as much green as I can on him. Although, maybe too much green is a bad thing. Yeah, hello man. Notice system is apparently balked. Everything's balked in YouTube, apparently. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Who knows how YouTube works? Certainly not me. I was watching a thing. What was I watching? I was watching a video with some guy moaning about like click-through rates on his videos and them not being viewed by many people because they aren't getting impressions. And so I was sitting there watching it thinking, welcome to my world. Yay! Someone got the notification. They worked. Yay! It's all very vague in the world of YouTube. It's the sort of thing where you sit there and go, you know, it's receive notifications. I'd like notifications, and I don't get any. I don't get it. Also, this is the palette I've been using during the week because I've been doing some painting. It's like, have I been painting Slaanesh? Yes, I have. I'll show them in a bit. They're kind of a work in progress at the moment, but they're getting done. I'm banging in the garden. Why is there always so? I tell you what, you know, you live in the theme park and they're continuously doing maintenance to the attractions around here. They never stop doing maintenance to the attractions. You think once they've built the attraction and it's fairly stable, you would stick with it and it would just be all right and it'd work. Weird. The post notification. Hey, did you notice you're already here? Right. Anyway, we should probably get on. So, I'm just like moistening my brush and talking shit for like 5 minutes. So, we're going to start feet, the belly, the hands, face, arms. We'll do all that, and then we'll worry about getting the, probably that's going to be done in yellow. Most of his jacket and his hood and stuff are going to be done in green, maybe his trousers might be doing brown, because I don't think a man needs green trousers. No one needs green trousers. And if the background noise over my vocal, if you start hearing the background noise because it's from the garden, literally just tell me, and it's annoying, and I'll just close the window. It's not a problem. But I'm just trying to like get as much air into my room as possible because it's hot. How hot is it in here? It's actually not that hot in terms of my office terms. It's not like last Friday where it was 29 degrees. It's only 24.5 degrees centigrade at the moment. So, yeah. Right, so we're starting off with the old Bugman's Glow for the skin, because, you know, I'm a creature of habit. It's the sort of thing where I sit there and think I should get a wet palette as well, just for painting in the summer. But maybe I should go and run around outside. I went outside yesterday in the evening. Sorry, let's just get some paint or get some tissue. And what I did, I found out the place where I live is there's loads of children, just teenagers running around being annoying, being obnoxious. Turns out children are annoying. Unsupervised teenagers. Right. I've got to forget I'm actually painting on camera again. It's been like a week, hasn't it? Last week I was doing stuff, but this week, obviously, I remembered. Barely got this thing sorted out as well. I was maybe playing some games before the live stream. Just random games. No, I actually picked up what did I pick up? I can't remember. Necro Lord or something like that. Like basically a zombie summoning game where you try and take over the land in a sort of a roguelike fashion. Quite amusing. I'm just trying to work out what's going on with this, guys. I'm probably not going to have a breakdown over it right now. He's got a shirt on, that's alright. I'm just like looking, going like, has he got a different sort of arm? Has he got like one arm? Is he sporting a one-arm shirt? So that means he's got a shirt, a jacket. Oh, that's going to be yellow, isn't it? Yeah, because he's wearing a shirt. I remember how shirts work. Right. Right, let's just get it done. We've got another dude to paint as well. And then we have to sort of move on to the we might have to move on to different models. I still haven't bought anything yet. I'm not normally someone who particularly procrastinates over decisions, but when it comes to models, I often procrastinate. And I was thinking about why I do this, and the reason why I do this is because I have to want to paint them. So I have to judge whether I want to paint something before I actually buy it, or whether I'm even likely to paint it, to be fair. Wow, this halfling is not a pretty man, is he? He ain't pretty. Sweet. But my father happened to watch the live stream at one point, and he complained to me that I apparently, well, let me just turn the light down a little bit. Apparently I switch around models too much. No, not like that. It's like yes, like no, the Vampire Survivor, like Vampire Survivor, except you're standing still and sending out people. I know what you mean though. We got too many vampire games, but it's Necro Lord, yeah. I'm trying to convince Zug to do a let's play of it. I think that'd be a good idea. Because I've got far too many let's plays going on at the moment. I've got a let's play that no one's even seen yet going on. Because I'm like, I don't know how to release it. Got lots of videos of it though. Maybe it'll come out this week. It depends. My work might be quite annoying this week, as I have to potentially go into work all week. No, it's not. It's like you're a necromancer living in a necromantic tower in the middle of a map, and you get parts to build undead minions, and then you send out undead minions into the world, and then your tower where you're living gets attacked by people living in the world that you're attacking from your tower, and that's the game. And it's like a roguelike, because when you die, you get gold. You can spend gold on getting upgrades like spells and abilities that give you more body parts every day to make more different sorts of zombies, and you get like different sorts of zombie parts to make, like, so you get like a wizard hat zombie skeleton, or you get a wizard hat skeleton, or you get like a zombie head, or a zombie arm, zombie legs, zombie body, skeleton body, ogre body, orc body, harpy body, and then you attach them all together to create amalgamations. It's like an auto. You can take control of a single unit apparently, but it has got a control button, but it's mostly auto battling monsters out in the world, yeah. And then you just like sit in your tower making monsters to send them out into the world in waves of death, or more likely the other way around, where the waves of death come to you and you die. Right, let's get the yellow. I absolutely loathe my yellow at the moment. It's not very good. It's very, very unhappy. So we're going to go from Avalon and Sunset, but we're going to do a little bit of this. Oh dear, it's not very happy. I need to go and get some new paint. I need to actually, because that's what I need to. That's, you know, the another annoying thing about me actually buying a new model. If I buy a new model, I want to order some paints, which means I basically have to do an inventory of my paints and work out what paints I need, and then decide to replace them, as it were. But that involves effort. Normally I know what sort of paints I'm running out, but I know I've got ones that are just kind of going a bit shit, so I might have to replace them. Also, I might buy some like fancy new paints. Transport nodes, resources. Yeah, I haven't really played. I've played it for like, I've played 3 runs on it or something like that, so I've not exactly done a lot of it. Like I say, I'm not doing a let's play of that. Just chilling out of it, really. Well, not chilling out of it, you know. Just, yeah, I am. That's what I do. That's what I do when I don't play games for for recording purposes. It's called chilling out. I remember now. Did I mention it? Yeah, he does. Yeah, I know. I know. I think he watched the one, the start of the video, I think maybe the week before, where I was showing the Slaanesh models at the start, and he's like, "Oh, you shoot around too much." So, take that. I showed like the models for like 5 minutes. I went, "Yeah, I got bored after that." He's not really not a man for the finer crafts, my father. He's more like brutally murdering people with his hands. Okay. I can paint yellow. I do like yellow, but yellow is a bit of an annoying colour. You can see here it's just like, I gotta let it dry. I gotta walk away and let it dry. Just let it sort its shit out. I'm just thinking, is it too bright? Maybe it is. better. Yeah. Right, it's enough yellow. I'm just trying to work out what colour to do his trousers. I don't think I'm going to do them brown because I want to do the pouches brown because he's got a couple of little pouches there, so I'm going to do them brown. If I do his trousers brown, he's going to have brown trousers and brown pouches, and that is a fashion statement that you never want to be doing. You don't want brown trousers. You never want brown trousers, to be honest. Fucking brown trousers, the worst colour. Yep, it's true. That is true. This whole Talisman game is like full of bright. I should have done like grim dark. Nah, screw that. Although I should try painting some sort of grim dark thing at one point. I'm going to go and find myself a colour for trousers. I know. I know what to do. Well, I can't find the paint. Where have you gone? How could... Oh, there it is. What? The thing of my paint... The way my paint is organised is absolutely disgusting. It's not thrown in a bucket, as it could well be. It's just all sat out on a table, but there's no particular order. I tried applying an order to it, but just so disorganised. So we're going to go for black trousers because, like, my famous black Vallejo colour, or Vallejo model colour, black. It's good black, this. I do have a Baden black, but I don't use it. And we've got the tiniest blob of it. Tiny blob of black. But one of those things, I've never painted like grim dark models particularly. Exactly, that's why you never want to do that, do you? Unless you're in some sort of like very specific situation. I don't think so. It's not really. I can't think of a situation where I'd want to do that. Maybe some sort of like, if you're in some sort of prison protest and you were being threatened by a large man, unless you did it, but I don't necessarily know. It's not something I've put an awful lot of thought into. So, comments, viewers, where would you find it useful to be able to defecate in your own underwear? Yeah, the annoying thing is I've got like makeup. No, nail polish racks, but I just don't use them. You would think that would make being organised being easy, but I just don't use them. And also, I paint at my computer desk because obviously I can't get my camera. I can't set up because my computer is like 4 meters away from my camera, or my computer, my paint desk, because I paint on my paint desk because then I'd have all my crap there, but then my computer is over like the other way around. I suppose I could rearrange my entire office, but oh god, could you? Oh no, that would be an absolute nightmare, rearranging my office. I'd like to do that, but I think it'll be an absolute, it'd be a horror show. No. It's like something I wouldn't want to do. Alright. Yeah. But I think it's more of a fundamental. The problem is that, like, obviously when I set up this office, for painting and playing computer games. two uninterchangeable. One would think those two interactions wouldn't particularly meet together. And then I started doing YouTube, and then I started doing live streams, painting live streams, and it's like, I need to set up my camera where I've got a computer, because I've got all my screens and everything here. So like I try and point. I can point. Let me point. Over there is my main monitor where I play games on. Over there is my secondary monitor where I look at YouTube live stream analytics and have a second. Over there, even further over there, is like where my work laptop lives, and then far that way, 4 meters that way, is my paint desk where I normally paint. So I've got all these different elements that I would have to tie together if I was. Oh, my camera's sort of just here, but my camera normally lives on a tripod that gets put in the corner of the room when I'm not live stream painting. It's all very, but I would love to have a setup where the painting is all just set up and I could just do it without having to move everything around and have all my paints together and everything. Yeah, but I don't know if you've ever been to Theme Park England, but what we've got here is we've got like tiny houses. So I don't have a massive studio. I've got like, not to mention that there's so much crap in this room that I live in. I don't live in it, you know. I paint in it and stream in it and record videos in it. Yeah, I do need a shop. I need a new house for one of those though. Right, where's my brown? Yeah. Oh God, I kicked the crap out of my phone there as well. So we're gonna paint his hair Bang Brown or Mornfang Brown. Yeah. I know, or I could reorganise. I could probably get away with it in this room, but I'd have to reorganise it. And there's, like I say, there's loads of crap in here. Because I've got like bookcases with models on. I've got storage and everything in here. It's a pseudo junk room stroke doing stuff in room. So hopefully we'll be able to get. I'm probably only going to be able to go for a couple of hours today because I've got stuff to do around the house. It's kind of like a really hot day, but obviously today is the day we tidy up the house because we've been mulling around for ages without the house being tidy. So we've reached the threshold of tolerance of tidiness, so we have to break out the dustpans. Dustpans, like my house is just full of dust. It's just like... Yeah, like I say, I could probably reorganise this room, but it would take a major amount of thought. Maybe not massive amounts of thought. Now you got me thinking about how to reorganise this room. All I need was another computer table, get rid of the other table. No, stop thinking about these things. Actually, maybe it wouldn't be too difficult. Maybe I'll sort it out. Maybe it's something I'll do, like, you know, like many things, when I get to like 1,000 subscribers, I might sort out my room. It could be just like a goal of my life to get to 1,000. I'll just like measure things in subscribers. I'll do things when I get enough subscribers. Right, I'm just going back in with the yellow again to get the just to do a second layer on the yellow. Because the annoying thing, I'd like to sit down of an evening and just whip out a quit, because I would like to do like more painting content and art hobby content on the channel, but it does involve me being very premeditated in what I do, and there's quite a bit of setup, annoyingly. I could do how to paint in yellow and green halfling video. Oh, it's this one. Oh. Yeah, I'd only be able to reorganise like a corner of this room, because the rest of it's pretty much set in bookcases. There's like so many bookcases in here. That's for books and models. That's the problem, because I have like literally a massive collection of, in case you've noticed, a massive collection of sit down miniatures I've painted over the years. I was looking, and I think I've been painting for 6 years now. 6 years. It's madness, absolute madness. Hold on, let me go get another paint. Right, what I'm going to do his jacket and his hood and stuff in this. Although, I kind of want 2 greens on him. We'll see how this looks, actually. If I do, I might do it slightly differently, I don't know. I might change my mind as it goes. So, yeah, with the Death World Forest green. Right. Yeah. Maybe it's like a hoodie. I don't know. Maybe he's wearing the weird hoodie jacket thing. I don't know. Fancy fashion, you know? No, I've only been painting about 6 years. I've been very, I was always, well, I mean, you know, what I did as a kid can't be considered, I don't really consider it painting. And then I stopped, did university and stuff, and I literally started painting again because, well, there is a tale to me starting to paint again, and it's not a very interesting tale, but it is quite funny. I don't know, well, I found it funny anyway. It's literally, I work with computers, and basically one Christmas about 6 years ago, I was doing something, and it literally, the work was just looking at a spreadsheet. That's all I did, because it was basically reorganizing something, and it had to be done just like all as a virtual sort of like exercise. So it was literally looking at a spreadsheet for 6-7 hours a day, and making notes on a spreadsheet and playing around with a spreadsheet. And after doing that for 2 months, I was like, I need to do something creative with the time when I'm not looking at a spreadsheet. And so I started painting. But I've always been very interested in Warhammer and stuff like that. I've known Warhammer since I was about 30 years. Probably, hold on, I've got to do the maths. Yeah, about 30 years I've been following Warhammer. So, you know, I was kind of interested in it when it was like first came out, first edition Rogue Trader and stuff. I've actually got that book just down there. I didn't go blind. I went slightly, but I didn't go blind. I went insane. So I suppose there is that. So not ideal either way, personally. But yeah, this was like a counter reaction to me actually getting really bored at work. That's why I started painting. Well, that's but you know, I tried painting when I was like a kid, but obviously that was like 30 years ago, and there were no YouTube 30 years ago. So everything you learned, you either learned to do it yourself, or you just like were good at it, and there was no tutorials and no people really. So it kind of sucked. So I just yeah, I figured, how hard could it be? How hard could it be to paint things? Yeah, I think it was the first thing I was painting. I did Necrons, but the way I learned to actually paint all this stuff, just going back and redoing his face because I've got a bit of green on his chin, got a kind of green chin. The way I actually got into it was I just learned to paint by colour, which is such a bizarre way to do it, I think. So I would force myself to paint in certain colours. So I would like paint orcs to paint green, and then like paint just various things to paint different colours, because I don't know, it seemed like a way of doing it to me. Right. Yeah, I haven't painted. We don't talk about. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. I always think it's funny when I talk about the well, I did the 2000 Confederate ones first. So bear in mind the 2000 Union soldiers I haven't finished. I still haven't finished it either yet. They're over there lurking. They're on my paint desk every day, just like staring at me, going like. And I sit there and go, I don't like it. Why do you keep looking at me? The problem is, I know it's going to be like, I know what I've got to do next. I've got to paint like, oh, I've got grey instead of lead belcher. I've got to paint like 2,000 tiny rifles next. But no, but the ramp up to like the 2000, the 50, or what is it? Was it the 10 mil? The rank up to the 10 million troops. No, the 10 millimeter, sort of American Civil War guys. Was I started buying Warlord miniatures, historicals, because I figured I wanted to paint some Romans. Well, the Southern Union, yeah. So I've painted. I've already done. I can never remember the Confederate. Oh yeah, I've done it. Sorry, I'm just getting my Union and my. I'm getting my Union and my Confederates mixed up. I much prefer when you call them the bad guys and the good guys. It makes it so much simpler. Maybe we should just call them the winners and the losers. Yes, the newest ones are the Southerners. Yes, so they're the Confederates, aren't they? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I'm British. I don't know. The blues and the greys. yeah. It was. Well, he was heavily involved in the decision of like me to start painting stuff, because I was like, because he was into it. Right. Going to paint the pouches iron oxide, which will be lightened up. But no, because it was a slow build up. It was like an escalation. So I started painting historicals. So I started with like, I got the Invasion of Rome box, which is like in that box you get 40 Romans, 80 Saxons. So that was like, okay, I'm going to paint this set, and it's like, that sounds like an awful lot of Romans and Saxons. So I painted the 40 Romans, and then I painted the 40 Saxons. Oh no, the 80 Saxons, and sort of had a mini breakdown with the 80 Saxons. You're not allowed to call them. They're not allowed to be called the baddies. Okay. Can you call them the losers? Yeah, I figured it is. You can't call them bad guys because, you know, Civil War. Always messy things, civil wars. You don't want civil wars. But we've had plenty of civil wars over in the UK. We had loads of them. Like we've got like a history built on civil wars, to be honest. No one gets upset over in the UK. Yeah, loser. Pick a fight. I don't know. No, I don't want to get involved. I just paint the models. Someone's got to be the loser and someone's got to be the winner in war, haven't they? That's why wars are bad. Right. But so it started with the Romans and then the Saxons. I'll show you them in a bit because I got them. I still got them. They're over there in the drawer of things. I should be able to get them out. And then once I did that, I took a little break to, like, you know, basically broken after doing all that. Yeah. Maybe it's too soon, eh? Too soon. How long ago was the American Civil War? Too soon. It was like, was it 200 years ago or something? Going back on the yellow. 150 years. Oh, it's not that long ago then, is it, I suppose? But I mean, it's a pretty long time ago. I suppose, you know, when you put it in terms of like American history, it's quite recent really, isn't it? I mean, you know, American history is, you know, the old pretty young nation, aren't you? That's the point. Bless your hearts. You see, the thing about it is, yeah, it's true, but you see, you don't come from a well-established theme park. You haven't become a theme park yet. You haven't become a tourist attraction for, like, you know, you're not quite at the level of the UK, you see. Famous tourist attraction. All we do now. Right. You see, this is why I like these little. Sorry, just to go back to this little dude. I really like these because they're so. This model is like. There's not much to it. It's quite cool. I like it. He's gonna get a little golden sort of like guard on his sword because why not? We're going to do that with the Balthazar Gold. And the Balthazar Gold is looking really purple today. I don't know why it's looking so purple. Ah, it was a safari. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Like I say, some people take their countries far. People take countries far too seriously. So we over in the theme park have been so like. It's weird. I never get it because like we're, you know, British people, right? Maybe English people specifically. I can't speak for the Scottish or Welsh, but we're not a very patriotic race. We are not patriotic at all. It's so funny. Vern Troiler? I don't know who he is. Vern Aaron Troy. Is that even a real person? That sounds like a made up name. Is that bad? Is it bad to say someone's got a made up name? Yeah. I don't know. I just think again, you know, we're just not very patriotic in the UK, which is quite amusing. Right, so Mini-Me Austin Powers. I don't know. They're all small though, aren't they? The Hobbits. Maybe that's the Hobbit face. I'm not going there. I'm kumquatting myself. Kumquat. Let's carry on talking about my breakdown of historics. So, my historical breakdown. So, after the Battle of England settled in and was complete, that was like 120 models, which was kind of like mind-numbing. Like the sensible person I am, I figured, oh, you know what? I did quite enjoy painting those historical figures. So I then decided to go back to the historicals, and I thought, you know what I need to make my historical collection of stuff better is some Greeks, a Greek phalanx. So I went and bought the Greek phalanx box, and the Greek phalanx box was 150, 160 models, 160 Greeks. So I then painted like 160 Greeks. I got those as well. Show you those. And then I broke a little more inside with that. A little bit more. So then I decided, you know, and I think after I did that one, it was approximately, I think it took me about Athenians hoplites. Yeah, took me I think it took me 2 months to paint them, and it took me 2 months to recover from painting them. I don't think I painted anything for like 2 months after I did that. It's my fun painting job. It's not my job, but it's the way I paint. So yeah, I did that, and that was like, and then I had a break, and then I just painted random things. And I think after I did that, I sort of started moving down into doing more like individualistic models and things like that. I had a little bit of a backlash, so I started painting more individualistic models and did sort of various things. But anyway, and then came along the American Civil War box, which one of my friends at work said, do not buy this, it will break you, And me, being the wise person I am, went and bought it. Because it was the little tiny men. I was like, I gotta have them. So I bought them, and then I managed to paint the first 2,000, and then I sort of broke. And there we are, and that takes me up to the current day. Oh boy, this is an amazing flask as well. Yeah, I did, and I'll get them done. Oh, I'll get them done. It just might take me a little bit more time. Right. I think we're going to paint the green with Agrax. Everything else apart from everything else apart from what I've just painted there is going to be bait or washed down with some Agrax now. Yeah. So it's half done. But I can show you why in a minute. I'll tell you what, I'll do a tiny bit of painting of American Civil War people while we wait for this dude to like dry a little. I'll show you exactly why I'm not going to paint them on live stream. You'll see exactly why I'm not going to paint them on live stream. Right. No one wants this to see this. Right. I'm just wondering. I'm going to put. You know, I said I would just paint aggregates on everything. I lied. I'm going to paint sepia on the yellow because I like sepia. No, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. It's just something I've got to get done, you know. Just something I've got to get done. Because I wouldn't mind actually playing the game. That's all. I might actually play the American Civil War game because the rules are pretty cool, and I quite like the idea of like sending like thousands of men around, you know, commanding things. The missus was talking about purchasing a big table for her doing hobby stuff, or not hobby stuff, doing other stuff on it. And she was like, I could just buy a table that's big enough for you to play war games on, and we could set up in the front room. You could have people around to do war games. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a really good idea. So she's going to buy that today. But but she said, how big does the board have to be for war games? And I was like, I don't know, because it's been ages since I've looked at 40k. So if I go for a 40k board, because it used to be like 6 foot by 4 foot. But she might freak out if I said that, because that's actually quite a big game table. That's quite a big table, you know, as we live in tiny boxes in the UK. Tiny UK box. Right. The dude. What we'll do, we'll just put a little bit I think oh yeah, I mean she won't play them, but I mean she'll like say I'll buy a table we could use for it. Oh god, yeah, she is awesome. She puts up with me. There we go. Right, that little dude's. I think that's. I'm not going to skip around too much. I'm going to let this guy dry, but I'll do a bit of a. Let's talk. Let's go get some Greeks and things. Right. And me have some coffee. They might be a bit dusty. Oh. Right. Yeah. And the Romans. What did I say? Oh yeah. Greeks. So, hopefully these won't be too dusty. So these are the Romans that I painted. Let me just turn the light down a little bit, makes it less washed out. So yeah, they're like 25mm scale Warlord Gaming Romans, which are pretty cool. Cheers. And there's like 40 of them I've painted. Oh, and the other thing to show about these things, which are quite nice. I like the models I really like though. This dude. So I painted a guy on a horse. He's a bit glossy though, because he's a metal model. He's a metal guy, so he's kind of got gloss. Well, it's not supposed to be gloss, it's supposed to be a matte varnish, but yeah. So he's got like a grey horse and a little hand that's going like, ah. I don't quite know why he does that, but there you go. That's a dude on a horse. And obviously then it was followed by the Saxons. Then it was followed by the Saxons. And there were like literally 80 of these guys. I won't show you them all because there's 80 of them. So yeah. That was my beginning of the slow decay. The slow decay down into like, but they're all basically bare-chested kind of Saxons looking like that. Yeah, I know. Look at the guy. Look at them all. They're all like super hench, aren't they? They're like, I bench press logs in the wilderness, in the highlands or whatever. I don't know. And then there's obviously the guy who's their leader, again, another metal model, who is quite shiny. But he's got a horse, a brown horse. Yeah. So that's some sort of Saxon guy, I don't know, a Celt, there you go. He's a ginger as well. Huh. Let me go, painting more gingers. Gingers everywhere. I have an unhealthy obsession. Yeah. I suppose horses, you know, they weren't massive. Good point. I know. The model scales. People get very used to like the heroic scales of like Citadel miniatures and stuff like that. But I guess these are slightly more realistic. And then these ones, and then we got the Greeks. So we got the hoplites now. So, and these were like, I kind of did these in a. This isn't my most detailed work because there were lots of them. Yeah, the crushed pony. I know. These aren't my most detailed work. I didn't layer too much up on these. I kind of like... I took a fairly chill approach to this, but obviously their armor is white because apparently hoplites wore... That isn't... They don't wear leather. It's actually a fabric apparently. That sort of like armor they're wearing is most of their armor they wore was like fabric, like a toughened fabric apparently. I was watching some stuff on them. But there you go. So then we got hoplites. And they were like... Oh yeah, I was wondering what's going on with that guy's face. It's not his face, it's just the... So, and there's like 80 of those. No, like 150 of those. Like 150 of those. And actually, I haven't finished this box off because there was 3 command units that I still haven't painted yet. I'm terrible. And then you've got these cool guys that came with it as well, which is like, dude, oh yeah, these guys' horses are quite a bit bigger, aren't they? But this is like some sort of like spear throwing dude that they bring with them. Apparently the hoplites bring spear throwing dudes, and these are actually like little metal spears. These are metal models, these ones. But yeah, there you go. Historical models from UGG as well. Oh, there you go. Oh, the Romans are quite cool. These bits are cool about the Romans. And then you got like these guys as well, like the commander dude for the Romans. With like the bear pelt dudes. Flat cat sombrero. Sombrero. So yeah, there's there you go. Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Just put them back. Word. But you know what I'll do though? Yeah. Some of the sculpts are a little bit interesting on the Warlord ones. So yeah, so American Civil War time. It's the intro to the American Civil War. So obviously we've got like these dudes, and these guys have had. Oh, where even was I on these? Right, where was I even on these? And I need this many models. I need this many. I need like a load, because to show you, to just give you a small encapsulation of the experience. So, right. So we're at this point in the painting phase. So what we need to do next, yeah, it's rifle time. So the rifles are done, but what the rifles need, they're not getting painted on the back. I'm lazy this time. I'm not painting their backs, because they go together, so they'll sort of like squeeze together almost like that. So I'm not painting the backs this time. I learned my lesson after last time. So don't look at the back. They're to be presented from the front. So from the point of view of these guys, what we need to do is the remaining bits, they need to get their rifles done, and we need to do the bed rolls. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you get your teeny tiny brush. Yeah, a teeny tiny brush. Right, and then you break out your lead voucher. Right. Do. All right. Commence the painting. Right. So you just gotta pick your rifle out. Work out which way round the rifle is. Make sure you haven't got too much paint on your brush, because you'll get paint all over his face. Right. Do. Oh, and this one as well. And that one's around the other way. I mean, some might be around the other way. Stop me if you've seen this one before. I do get a bit faster though, as you realise what I'm painting. The old muscle memory kicks in. Actually, I think that one's the other way around. So is that one. And it gets very confusing. Even as I'm British and don't know one end of a rifle from the other. looks about right. Yeah, you've seen how this would go for like a live stream. But don't worry, you'll be very happy to know that the halfling's almost dry now. Again, I like doing this stuff, but it's just not super interesting. See? I already feel myself losing my sanity. I feel my mind slipping away. I'm just gonna do these ones, don't worry. I won't make anyone suffer anymore. There you go. And you just have to repeat that. Say another. True. Yeah, so there you go. The mindless work. This is what I normally do when I'm like, yeah, that's true. So anyway, and then you end up with like that, and then you kind of, but the thing about it is, you know, just to give you a suggestion of why I like this. It's like once they're done, they're going to look amazing. When you get these in mass ranks, they look absolutely phenomenal, he says, failing to hold on to them properly. You know, they look really cool when they're together, and you go, oh wow, there's like, yeah, actually they look really good. Yeah, that's true. What, again, you know, we're incredibly lazy. This is the secret to our success. I'm not, as the case may be. Yeah, it's true. Podcast content is kind of like time sort of sensitive stuff, but maybe but I like doing the like single miniature painting for this stuff because I think it's really kind of cool. Just to go from something that's not painted to something that's sort of like painted in a right standard for like in pretty quick time as well. In case you haven't noticed, I don't like to hang around. Right, so now it's dry. We're coming back in with the yellow. I can show you in a sec. Let me just do this yellow bit. I can show you like the completed units in a sec, but give me one moment. Right. But they've got like little attachment points on their bases, so they kind of go into certain places. But I can show you in a second. Right. Right. All right. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get them. So these are the front guys that I just painted, and these are the guys that aren't attached yet. So these are the guys that aren't attached, and they literally have like holes in the bases there, and they've got like corresponding lugs, and they like click. Not really clicking, and they need to be glued, but they kind of go like so. So, and then you end up with like so. And once they're done, they look like all that, which do look really good. Once they're obviously, you know, finished. Yeah. But again, it's just doing it like a lot of times. Okay. All right, so we're going to get in there with the old these couple brands. Brand blue, other brand, do not brown, brown, copper greys. Let's see. And I'm looking for my greys. There we go. I'll do. Right. No, not so much. Right. Let's do the brown pouches. So we're coming in with a classic Doomball brown just to lighten up the Rhinox hide parts of it. Ew. Right, so we just paint this bit here. Lighten this up a tiny bit. Pouch done. What I'll do is do his hair as well, a little bit. Hope the sounds, yeah, I hope the mics, I hope the filtering's taking out the sound of the person now, like, I don't know, it sounds like they're hoovering their garden. I don't know why they're hoovering their garden. Weird. Why would you hoover your garden? It does sound like someone's doing. Oh dear. Right. Right, that goes in there. Right, that's the brown done. Then we need to get slightly lighter colour for the green. I think we're going to go for like Laura in the Forest for the green. Ah, leaf blower. Could be a leaf blower. Well done. Hoovering the garden. Yeah. Ah, leaf blowing. See, my garden's very wildlife friendly, so we just kind of leave the leaves and everything. Just piles of crap around for nature. We were talking about trying to build a hedgehog tunnel in our garden through our house, and this is Lauren Forest. But the practical challenges of building a hedgehog highway through your own house might be slightly too much for us. No, we got like an alleyway in our house. So we got like an alleyway that goes through our house. So it's like a terraced house, but we've got like an alleyway that goes through it. And and we've got doors at either end of the alleyway, so we've effectively turned this alleyway that goes to our house into a shed, and we were wondering if there was any way we could somehow put a hole in each of the doors at each end and then make a tube that the hedgehogs could travel through to get through to the garden, so it'll be all isolated. So it'll be more like a hedgehog through route. I need to go back and redo this, just bugging me. I can see that I see that little bit there, and it's just annoying me. It's too yellow. Do it under there. Yeah, do that. So less of a hedgehog, yeah, like a through pass, like an underground entry into our. Now you see, now I'm thinking, can I take up a trench of concrete and bury a 13-centimetre tunnel underneath my... No! No. Stop it. Stop it. Just for the hedgehogs. Gouge like a trench in the concrete in my... True. Yeah, they do like rings. Yes. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, there is a second floor connecting the two, so it's like, hold on, I've got the technology. I've got technology here. Right, where's the pen? So I've got to look on the thing. So this is the front of my house. Look at this. It's the front of my house. Oh, I'm drawing by looking at the. There you go. This is a perfect representation of Ug's house. There you go. And then if we were to draw it in 3 dimensions with like a slightly hollow 3-dimensional view, that tunnel goes through the house like that. Yeah. And then there you go. So it's like that. And that's the front door. There you go. I don't know what a breezeway is. That's not a term I'm familiar with. But it's got doors at each end of it, so it's no longer like a you can't get through it. Right. You see, now you've got me thinking about ways to do this. It is still 2 houses. It's still joined in. It's like a little terrace house. So it's a terrace house I live in. So I've got houses either side of me. It's just a weird design because I believe my house was made in like the 1930s, so it's a 1930s house, and it was made, it's an ex-council property in the UK. Like, obviously, you know, we have council housing, which is basically owned by the council, and then they rent it out to people. And these ones were built specifically, I think they were built after the First World War, like the 1930s, and then they were sold out to people. So that's why I own it, because anyway. So we're going with the Cadian flesh tone to get the lightness of the rest of it done. Yeah, no, nothing's changed about it. It's literally the same sort of design as it's been for ages. Right, let's get his belly. Yeah, got. But in some way, it would be possible to do, but it would just be hard. Although I'm now thinking of ways to achieve it. Right. No more. No, no more. I'm good. My brain is just going to explode. Although, yeah. I'm thinking about digging. No. No, I wish I lived in 2 houses. I don't. I live in 1 tiny house. Remember, theme park Britain, where everything is really small. Alright there, son. Why isn't your face being focused on? That's better. Right, and then we'll come and do some super light highlights. One day I'll draw my entire house. I'll draw a picture of it. Ug's house, where he lives. Ug's interpretation of Ug's house. So you can imagine. You can imagine the palace I live in. The old British mansion. My manor house with my servants. Right, and then we're just going with a final bit of his left flesh just to get the final brightness. And then we might come and do a little bit of paleness on this guy. Because he's a halfling, so I want to give him maybe little rosy cheeks. He's full of food. On the nose, on the cheeks, and the ears. Maybe on the brow. Oh, actually, yeah, good point. Maybe the hedgehogs won't be able to have no hedgehog super high ray. Because also that's a part of my house I don't want to be fucking with, because that's the corner of the house where the subsidence was. So I'm not fucking with that. not after the subsidence work. Fucking hell. It was a long time ago, but I still remember it with fondness. Because the subsidence stuff, I think we had to have. I think the person who did the work, the engineer that from the insurance company came around and said they spent about £40,000 on the house because they had to like put beams in, like bits of metal in everywhere, and like redecorate, and it was like a nightmare. And they had to like do it in like about 5-6 places in the house. They just put loads of metal beams and like digging under the house and refilling it and just all sorts of hellish stuff. It was like, oh my god. So we ain't doing that again. But I will attempt to get this chap some slightly. I'm just thinking. Yeah, the doors are the problem then, because PVC pipe is the idea. Yeah, because we could put up against the wall. That's the point. We could put up against the wall, but it's just a matter of dealing with the doors. It's like, yeah, structural enforcement, foundation, yeah, improvement, yeah, loads of shit, and then just like, but inside and outside the house as well. So it was fun. Right, so we'll give him. Try and make him look like he hasn't been like beaten. Oh no, guy, he just looks like he's beaten up now. No, we'll stop that. We'll do no more. We'll do no more of it. Bloody faces. Right, we'll come with a little bit more green. Is it on a concrete slab? I think it is. Because my kitchen floor is a concrete slab. But I've got floorboards. I think some of it is and some of it isn't. So I've got floorboards in the hallway, floorboards in the hallway, floorboards in the front room, but solid concrete base in the kitchen. There's not much more to my downstairs than that. I've literally described the rooms in my downstairs. So I don't know, maybe some sort of weird pseudo concrete thing. I don't know though. I'm rubbish. I'm not a builder. Oh, so this is just coming in with a bit of a snarschnenk green, just to like do a little bit of final highlighting, just to push the contrast up a little. No idea, man. No idea. Very strange. Right, and then we do a little bit of highlighting on the tree houses, as is traditional. A little bit of grey highlights, just gonna lighten them up a little bit. We're going to go in with the Eshen grey, and then we'll finish off with a little bit of Dawnstone. So, how are we doing? Oh God, I've spent quite a while painting this guy. Oh well, I'm quite enjoying this little model. I don't know. I don't know. Sadly, the mysteries of my house have to stay mysteries. Right, and we'll just come with a minuscule amount of layer Dawnstone paint. I don't know why I call it layer Dawnstone paint, it's just Dawnstone paint. Right. Gives me thoughts I should be thinking about what to paint next. I mean, there is the concept of the tidy up stream, where I do a bunch of tidying up of old models. I've got like so much that could just be finished off. Right. That's that. Where was the final colour I was going to use today? I'm going to go brown. Shared brain cell. You've become linked. You've become synchronised. Base painting stream. Oh god, the bass. Yeah, I could do it. I could get some drum and bass on in the background as well. Maybe not. Right, just a bit of, this is Scrag Brown. Scrag Brown up a little bit. Just the final brown to give the old. And then we'll just do his hair. Final highlights. Final highlights. 3D. Alright. Oh, bit sword action. Bit sword. Jazz up a little bit. It takes forever to paint a single little dude. Right, we're coming in with the just the final silver bit, which there you go, platinum. Right. I'm just going to catch the blade on the edge. And we'll just try. Actually. Yeah. We'll just draw. Try this for fun. See this crap on the paintbrush. Nope. Yeah, we'll just paint just that edge highlighter on the middle of the blade. Mostly just to prove that, you know, I can actually do edge highlights. I just don't most of the time. There you go. Just a very thin edge highlight along there. You can't really see it in the light. I wonder if it'll look better in there. Kinda. There you go. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should do it. Gotta do a large model, but what would the large model be? I don't know. This is what I was talking about, my procrastination on models. My model procrastination. I'll tell you what we're doing, as we're, you know, as we mentioned bases. Let's be good, shall we? Right, this guy is a good guy, apparently. So we'll follow the good guys, get more and fade brown bases. Yeah, could do. Yeah, maybe we'll do a base painting stream, and then I will actually decide what freaking large model I'm going to paint. Because I don't have any large models. It's either going to be Age of Sigmar, or it's going to be Warhammer 40k large model. But I think maybe 40k. I don't really collect any armies, not anymore. I've got like, I do have like an Ultramarines army. I kind of toy between different things. I'm slowly building armies. I've got a Tyranid army. I actually have a large Tyranid army. Which might be quite amusing to paint. Because Tyranids are quite cool. They're big, aren't they? I could paint a large Tyranid model. The only thing about them though is that they are not that interesting. I'm going to get into like the visual stuff again. I'm painting Leviathan, so I'd have to do it as a Leviathan one. So you kind of see me painting the Leviathan. If you imagine a Gene Stealer Cult Leviathan, the arm bits, you sort of see me paint Leviathan. That's how it works, except you do it across the entire model. I mean, I've got Chaos. I've got like Chaos in Sigmar, so that's what I mean. I think maybe like, you know, I should go with what my heart says and get an Archeon, the Ever Chosen, and just paint that because it's like a big dragon with like a dude on top. So I can paint the dude on top, or I can paint Archeon. I know he's not popular because of his stupid lore, but the model was cool, and that's the only reason to do things really, because the model's cool. Very hard for me to see what's going on with that. Actually see it on the camera a lot better. Weird. There we go. Yeah, maybe a large Chaos model, because the thing about Chaos models, they are quite large, aren't they? Some of them. Right. Paintbrush isn't good. So that guy's basically done. The guy's basically done. So it's just time to, oh look at that, we got the final guy. And this is literally the final guy from the set. So I'm going to make a good attempt at him. No, that's true, I'm not. Yeah, I might have an idea floating around in my head for doing something. There's like a Chaos dude on a horse. I think it's a Finecast model or something like that. I've seen that, and I've always had my eye on painting that. I'm not sure which one it is. It's just like, it's like a dude on a horse. He's like a Chaos steed. So I think sometimes I struggle with colour choices. I just want to paint something that I kind of like enjoy the look of. And I don't mind painting to formulas, well not formulas, but like the way like things are done, because it's like, oh, that's quite an interesting way of painting. So I think I would much prefer to like paint than procrastinate on what colours to paint things. I kind of get what you're saying. It's kind of like almost a step change in the way you're painting and stuff. I am a slave to Budwin's glow, that's... Maybe I should paint salamanders, some Stellar Armor. What is my favourite? Oh. What do I favour chaos? I'm thinking the thing is, I think I've painted everything chaosy now. I've painted all of them. I'm terrible. This is the problem. I just kind of like everything. Does that make it bad? I kind of like all of them. They're kind of nice. I like Tinge. I like Tinge's colour scheme. I like the sort of like the blues and the purples and stuff like that. I also like the pastel-y kind of blues of Slaanesh and stuff. But I also like the greens of Nurgle. And the reds of Khorne. I'm terrible. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I always try and... I kind of like am pretty much... I do my own versions of the box art, because certain times I just collapse on the box art and go like, this is too difficult for me. But like I say, I think that's more of a choice of me not wanting to procrastinate on what colours to paint things. Oh, sorry. Because I've got examples of painting all of the things. That's the thing. I've painted Khorne, I've painted Nurgle, I haven't painted Nurgle Cat on Age of Sigmar stuff though. That might be quite good. I've even painted like Chaos Undivided, because all my like Slave to Darkness armies done like as a fairly neutral colour scheme. I'm just terrible. I know. What am I like? Right. Because I often see stuff that have been painted by other people and I go, oh, I'd like. That's why I do what I do, because I'm like, can I paint like them? Can I paint like that? I don't know. This is just black again on the boots. He's got black boots. Maybe someone's got like a bouncy castle? Sorry, I'm just thinking what could be flooding all the time. You know what? I might actually have some pre-built rot flies that I inherited from someone else. But they don't mind if I repaint. I could give it a go. I've got like, I did like a pallid scheme for my Plague Marines that I got out of the what's it? I'm trying to think what you call it. What do you call it? Out of the, oh god, the really old one, the old 8th edition box where you got like Plague Marines and Primaris. The one where the Primaris came in. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, so I did a pallid version of those. So like, well, I'll tell you what I'd actually quite like to paint. It's not like really anything big or anything like that, but what I'd quite like to paint is I'd like to paint the Deathwing Terminators, like the pale coloured Deathwing Terminator jobbies, but the ones with like the green robes and stuff like that. I know what they are. Oh, I paint on his face. Yes. Oh wow. We can fix that. That's why I was thinking of Nurgle. That's the link, by the way, between Rotflies, Nurgle, me painting pale coloured Terminators. There's a tenuous link there. Right. Okay, right, so we're going to paint so this is the do we're painting at the moment. We're going for it again. We're going for the colour scheme again. Right. So he's shorts. They're going to be like a pale leathery colour. So we'll start with Steel Legion drab on these. Where the hell did I put it down on the palette? Oh, there it is. Okay, awesome. Right. I know he's got a little pouch down there. They've always got like secret little pouches, haven't they? Secret pouches. Right. Right, just put that in there. Right, and then we'll do it around the back. She said. Right. Get this done. A little bit more water. It's drying so quickly in the summer heat. Actually, it isn't too bad in here. 25.6. The temperature has gone up by about 1.5 degrees centigrade. As it gets more exciting, the paint stream, you see. Right. Yep. He's got a little trim on his boots. Is going to be the same colour as the trim on his pants. Right. Oh, might need a bit more. Right. Yeah, so maybe some Nurgle. I'll see what I can dig out of the Sac Magique. There you go. But potentially at the moment we're settled on just potentially a Rotfly, potentially Terminator Marines because I just want to paint them, potentially Archeon, and potentially painting bases all day long. But definitely not finishing off those American Civil War people on the stream. No. Right. Right. Put that in there. Do all that. Lovely. Oh. Right, bizarrely, according to the bot, there's a sort of a green belt he's got. I don't know why he's got a green belt, but you know what? When I go on the old trying to stick to a colour scheme, I try and stick to the colour scheme. Where the hell is my paint? Ah, cool. Alright. So, Incubi Darkness. Incubi Darkness for the belt. Alright. It's kind of a dark green colour, that'll do. Yeah, so I think my problem with painting stems down to the fact that I like painting loads of different stuff, and I don't really have enough time to paint everything. Maybe that's the problem. Definitely the problem. I don't mind painting anything, so I have trouble because I don't know what to paint. Oh my god, I've worked it out. And this is not a problem I have with anything else in my life. Because I'm usually I don't really procrastinate over a great many things. Right, the red, we're going to go with Mephiston Red. Although this Mephiston Red, and I hate to rhyme, is almost dead. Don't worry, I've got more Mephiston Red. I just need to make sure I get that pot out of the pile of stuff that I've got on my paint. Right, I'll put you aside because you are dead. Ow! Kicked my fan. Right. So the Mephiston Red, and he's got a little red, and he's got a specific name. I don't know what you call these, but they've got a name. They're the dangly bits. You have an armour that the Romans wore. They've got a specific name. I do not remember what they're called though. So for the purpose of this model, I shall call them these dangly bits. Oh, me danglies. He's got rear dangly bits as well. I am lazy, but I don't procrastinate, so I quickly come to the decision that I'm not going to do things and then don't do them because I'm lazy. I'm sure that works at some level. Quickly comes to the decision that I'm not going to do stuff. Or I could just say, you know, I'm a contradiction. I'm a living, breathing contradiction. Oh. Oh well. That ain't a problem. Proactively inactive. Yeah. Right. Let's do metally bits. Metally bits. The metal bits. Alright. Axes and things. Axes and things. Axes and dangly bits. Metally dangly bits. They painted that skull like a skull on him. Alright, I'm bound by the colour scheme. I'll do it. As is well known, there are things that I won't do, but I will do that. Okay. Oh, I know what Zog's doing today. I reckon he's melting in the sun. I reckon he's swooning. Yeah, I would do anything for love. I would do anything for painting, but I won't do many things. You gotta wonder what the lat is though, don't you? We'll never know now. Good old meatloaf. More chain. That looks like really uncomfortable armour, wearing a chain strapped across you like that. You'd have to like be double hard to do that, wouldn't you? There was much speculation, yeah. Maybe that was the point. Wise old meatloaf. Let's get his. Let's do the final bits. That's not the final bits. Let's get his helmet done. Ugh, need a little bit more paint. Yeah, I like Meatloaf. I like some of his more obscure stuff as well. I don't know if any of his stuff could be considered obscure. I like some of his stuff that wasn't just like, you know, Battle of Hell and Paradise by the Dashboard Lights and stuff like that. But his other stuff. Frickin' lungs on Meatloaf though. He had some bloody lungs on him, didn't he? Oh. This guy's got another bracelet I never noticed. And there we go. Right. Well, my parents always liked him, so that's why I was listening to him, because my parents liked Meatloaf. I was listening to Meatloaf from when I was just a wee caveman. Right. Finish off those dangly bits. Get a bit of metal on that. Oh, that's weird. Where the hell has that gone? Right. And we just got to paint gold around the outside of his thing there. Just adds the Ugg folk. Yep. Right, let's do a bit of ish. Hey, what is funny? I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but I think I have, the fact that my parents just make up stories about where we go on holiday. We went on holiday as a child, because I can't remember anything as a child, really. And they're like, "Oh, I'm so glad we took you on all these holidays and did all these things with you, so you could have a rich childhood, so you know you could grow up to be a well-educated, responsible human." And then I can't remember any of it. So now they just make up places where I went, and they'll be like, "Do you remember we went to Disneyland?" And like, "We didn't go to Disneyland." I said, "Really? Didn't we?" Because remember, I grew up in the time before cameras. Those halcyon days. Yep, that's my parents for you. I just don't believe them. They're not the best liars in the world. Or are they? I don't know anymore. Right, we're going to paint his horns and the strappy bits on his weapons. No, I never went to Disneyland. No, it's made up. And this is Rakarth flesh. Then sprayed everywhere. Disneyland LA. Is there a Disneyland in LA? I don't know. I don't know America. Doesn't every state have a Disneyland? Oh no. I did go to America when I was like small. I remember going to America. I went to like Buffalo, and then we went up to Canada and we went to Lake Ontario. I remember Lake Ontario, that's very nice. And I remember in America when you went across the roads, the cars actually stopped. This is like, oh fuck me, 30, 40 years ago. The cars actually stopped to let you cross the road. I always remember that from America. I always considered American drivers to be very polite. Japan. No, I've never been to Japan. Or maybe though, I don't know. Right. Just a sac magic to go. And we're pretty much, yeah, because we are kind of running out of time. We're running out of time! But I want to get this little tiny bit done before I depart. I've never been to Disneyland Paris either. I wouldn't go to Disneyland now. I wouldn't give them any money after fucking Star Wars. Dead to me. You never forget Star Wars. Never forget The Last Jedi. You liked it, good for you. I didn't. No, they don't always stop. Well, maybe they stopped for me because I was like this cute little kid, little cute English kid. And they were like, oh, look at him. He doesn't understand what roads are because he comes from England where they haven't got any roads. Maybe it was in the past when the cars didn't work so well. Paint it white, then paint it brown. Tide. I don't know. There's a certain beauty to the. You get waders when the tide is down. Well, it isn't a sac magic, is it? Oh, there's his little sac magic. Yeah. Right. You get wading birds and the precious crab when the crab turns up in the low tide, doesn't it? You can't see crabs. And everyone loves a crab. Right. Let's just do a little final bit of this before. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going to do the skull in Rackar flesh. I'm just going to be lazy because I can't be asked to go and find any other paints. I have to move off my chair. Right. See? That's a classic case of non-procrastination laziness. Quickly decide to paint it a certain colour because I can't be asked to get off my chair to get another colour. To that. Proactive laziness. Right. That's that done. Paint the skull. Cool. Little skull there. And then we're going to paint the handle of this thing black. Right. Paint this black. And we can make that slightly more interesting next time. That's that done. That's that done. And we'll be tidying up all this next time. Okay, I think we're done. It looks pretty ridiculous, but I'm sure, as always, it'll look better when it's got washes on it. So, literally my favourite time of painting, once the base colours are down, and then you're putting washes on. It's like my favourite time. So matte and very boring at the moment, but we'll be done. Thank you. It's just the base layer, isn't it? It's just getting it down and getting the initial phases done, and then making it look pretty later on. Okay, right. Well, I'm gonna say thank you very much, guys, for watching. As always, I'm gonna have to say goodbye now. But if, for the purposes of the VOD, as always, if you haven't already subscribed and you have watched this far on the VOD, then it'd be great if you could give us a like and subscribe for more of this and more gaming content and more of everything, more all things. And I'd like to say, everyone watching live, have a very good rest of your day. I am going to go and tidy up my house now and put all this stuff away. So stay cool in the heat, and yeah, take it easy, guys, until Tuesday. Well, hopefully I should be about if we haven't melted by then, because it's supposed to be super fucking hot. We might have to cancel on Tuesday depending on how it is, because it's like literally supposed to be super mega heat wave on Tuesday in the UK. Someone has balked the heating up completely. I don't know, they left the window in. They've left the vents to the Sahara Desert open apparently, or something like that. I don't know, but it might be like super hot, and if we are super hot, then we may have to cancel, because like, I don't know, if it's like 30 degrees in this room, I'm not live streaming, so but we'll let you know closer to the time. So right, anyway, but that's just a bit of a heads up for Tuesday in the weather forecast. So take it easy, guys, and I'll see you later on. Bye.